Yo, I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame. Though it might be nice to own a jet plane, I'ma do it all for you.
Hey, what is up, trainers? PoGo Joel here, coming at you with my Ferocious Cup video. And in this video, we're just going to go over my Ferocious Cup tournament. Spoiler alert, I did win first place, if you didn't see that in the title. But we do have some very tough battles against some girls at PvP. And a crazy trainer, a good rematch from our last tournament. So stick around and check out the PvP action, and we'll go right into my team and what I was thinking. Let's go right into those battles now. Alrighty, so here is my Ferocious Cup team, and it was very difficult to put together, I'm not gonna lie to you. I make so many things for the meta guide videos that I put together to help you all out, and it helps me. And when you have so many options, it's just wrapping your mind around everything. But let's get right into the team here. We have Nidoqueen with Poison Jab, Earth Power, Earthquake, Babarrel with Water Gun, Surf, and Hyper Fang. We have Skuntank with Poison Jab, Crunch, and Sludge Bomb. Alolan Ninetales with Charm, Ice Beam, and Psyshock. We have Vaporeon with Last Resort and Water Gun, Aqua Tail. And then we have, surprise surprise, Umbreon, a non-legacy one, my sneaky pick in there to make everyone think that I have a Last Resort Umbreon. And I even put it up a little bit more to the front, so let's see if that pays off here. So up first, we're going up against Queen Laticia, hashtag girls at PvP, a very strong battler for sure. You never know what she brings in. She is a pretty good battler, had a really great season 1. Alrighty, so we're going to Vaporeon versus Babarrel, and I did not fall for the bait, so I'm going in with my Last Resort. We do get the shield, so good. At least we get the shield in there. Now I do block, expecting Hyper Fang, but no, we get Surf again. Alright, so then I'm going to go ahead and hit up Last Resort. Let's see if it connects this time, or do we get the other shield? We connect, we Water Gun down, and we do have some stored energy. Can we get it off? We do. Vaporeon is so spammy with that Aqua Tail, so we do get that last shield, perfect, and we still have one shield in the bank. So we're going to come in with Nidoqueen, since Skuntank is weak to ground. Perfect, we get the switch that we wanted, and we don't have any shields on her side, so we fire off our Earthquake. We switch right in to Alolan Ninetales, who's going to charm this thing down. We're not going to use any shields on this. We'll take it all. Last Resort does do a good amount of damage there, so she must have a strong attack. Umbreon, and then given that CP, it's 1473. It probably is going to have a stronger attack, so it does have that Last Resort, so it's probably one of those. And then Skuntank is back in. We have Nidoqueen with the shield. We're going to go ahead and block this, and then we should be able to get any move we want off here. We do elect to go for the Earth Power. Earth Power goes through, and we have round 1 in the bag. We're going to go round 1, match number 2. Here we go. So a great lead here. She takes a little too long to switch into Nidoqueen, which is a hard counter to that, but then we're going in with Babarrel. We're going to definitely block this because Nidoqueen will do damage even if you're a water type. So we're going to go ahead and commit to water gunning down with our fast move. Jeez, look at how close she was. She gets that off with like a sliver of health left, like an eyelash of health left. And we go into Hyper Fang. Remember, we're down 0-2 on shields, but we do have a lot of stored energy ready to go, and we get 2 Hyper Fangs back to back, so now that shield pressure is real. She doesn't block the second one, and this is most likely going to be a Surf. Perfect, that knocks us out there. We go in with our Skuntank. Skuntank doesn't like water, but we have this thing so far down that I'm not too worried about it. Alright, so that does take a good chunk of damage, and we farmed up a lot of energy there. Now we're going to fire off our Sludge Bomb. Perfect, we get the shield, and now it's 0-0 shields. We're tied up here, and I do have my Alolan Ninetales in the back, which should be able to just charm this thing down. And then I got a little scared right here. Look at that, OMG. And now we're gonna go ahead and fire that off because I do panic. I don't want to go down here. And we are able to take match number 2. So she did elect for our third match, so round 1, match 3. And this is just for those extra points here. I do lose the lead, and look at that switch. It's a little clunky since that Force update. Alright, so she brings in Last Resort Umbreon. I'm going to go for the bait. Hopefully we can get the block. Nope. Alright, well, here we go. So I'm going to let this go through. Let's see what she hits us up with. Last Resort. Ouch. And then I'm going to go ahead and respond with a Last Resort of my own. So she's either going to block this or take the hit. Perfect. That's exactly what we want there. Now, I'm going to let my Vaporeon go down. She Last Resorts us again. And here we go with our hard counter with our Alolan Ninetales. Let's see what she has for us. And this is actually not that bad of a matchup. So let's go ahead and absorb that. She gets us up with Hyper Fang, it looks like. And then we are going to definitely block this because we have the opportunity to keep that switch advantage. Then we do have our charge move ready to go. We do hit it up and Psyshock comes through. We go ahead and switch out there into our hard counter. And we're going to go ahead and hit up Earth Power. It is shielded. Here we go. Here we go. A race to the charge move. I'm going to go ahead and block this because we do have the energy. And I'm debating if I can fast move this down, but I get too greedy. I thought she had a second Pokemon and she didn't, so I don't know why I didn't fire off that move, but GG's. Alrighty, and on to the next round. Up next, we are going up against Mishka. Hashtag another girl that PvPs. Hashtag girls that PvP there. So here we go in a water mirror match. This is going to be interesting. Not exactly a mirror, but water versus water. So she does hit up Hyper Fang. Good job, Mishka. That is the right move there. I'm going to go ahead and try to spam. We do get the bait. Perfect. And now I'm going to hit up Hyper Fang, or sorry, Last Resort to match that Hyper Fang from earlier. We do manage to land it this time, and she survives with a slither of health. Okay. Vaporeon has a little bit of health and a lot of energy. Can we fire off this move? We do. Amazing job, Vaporeon. So Lyron does elect to shield, trying to keep that health in there. Last shield. And we have Babarrel using our double water strategy here successfully. That does go through. Not that bad. And I could have just water gunned it down, but I'm not taking any risks here. Plus, she doesn't have any more shield, so let's go ahead and go for what we can. Let's see. Do we elect to shield? We do. We're going to go ahead and hit Hyper Fang. Perfect. And she doesn't have any more shields to block us. So we are able to get that there. And now she's going to go ahead and take me out here. Dark Pulse. Perfect. And Skunk Tank. Can we do it? Come on, Skunk Tank. Survive. Survive. We're going to hit with Dark Pulse. Perfect, so not Last Resort. That would have hurt a little bit more. And we're going to fire off our Sludge Bombs. The best move we got at this point. And we are able to take round 2, match number 1. And now we're going to go straight into round 2, match number 2. And my phone does get a little crazy from this point on. It said I was running out of storage, and it's oh my gosh, it gave me a crazy notification in the middle of the battle, and it stopped recording. So I won't have the full round 2 match here, and it's actually the first time I pull out the non-legacy Umbreon, only running Dark Pulse there. Fair warning, it's the first and last time that I will use it. To be honest with you, it's there for the bench pressure. That CP kind of makes everyone think that it does have Last Resort. Sorry guys, I don't. Spoiler alert. But I'm done with the Ferocious Cup for this month, so I'm not worried about it. Alrighty, Vaporeon takes down Alolan Ninetales, and then we are going into Umbreon again to take down this Lanoon. And then Dig came in. It really did catch me off guard, but we're able to fire off with Dark Pulse, and we should be able to get another Dark Pulse off here with the shield. Perfect. I do have to get rid of this Lanoon since I have some waters in the back, so it is important for me to get this off the field, and we do. And then she comes in with Umbreon, and these both have just a Dark Pulse, so this does nothing. And she's, look at that, she's just storing up her energy. This does nothing, just a little chip damage. And do we get a third one off? Okay, so she does dispense some of her energy. She doesn't want to get a hit anymore. Thank you, that helps. And then it's just my Babarrel. And then I think we stop recording because that error comes off. I lost the rest of that recording there. she ended up out tanking me. I think that's what happened. And now we go to round 3, match number 1. Hey, and good job, Mishka, on getting the win over me. That was the only loss I dropped in the whole tournament. So Mishka is definitely getting a lot better now. So this is an important match number 3 here in round number 2. Winner will move on to the next round. And we do get Nidoqueen versus Lanoon. I do let that one go through. And we should be able to go ahead and get this Earth Power in. We do get both shields, and then I'm going to go ahead and switch Nidoqueen out right away. Expecting Grass Knot, that's why I switched into Water. I feel confident enough that we're going to go ahead and take this down. And she's out of shields, so we Aqua Tail Lanoon out of there. Perfect. And see what she has in store for us. Umbreon, okay, she has no more shields. Most likely a Dark Pulse coming off very quick here. Ouch, not too bad though. And we hit a Last Resort off of our own. Bam, okay, perfect. And then switching out straight into a Alolan Ninetales. So we have that hard counter going in there. Perfect. Now we should have some energy. Can we get to this? Nope, we cannot. Lyron has his energy stored up, that Body Slam, and oh, got me. And then Vaporeon, yes, Vaporeon with the Aqua Tail coming off, and we do get that there. Now it's just us two and Vaporeon again with the Aqua Tail. OMG. Thank you, Vaporeon. Shout out to my girlfriend for trading me that one. We re-rolled some, and this one ended up being just pretty good here. Now, here we go. Round 3, match number 1. So remember I told you my phone was having issues. I had to restart it. I had to delete a lot of stuff that I had saved on there. I deleted apps just to get this to work, and it really sucks though, because Gene Belcher is a up-and-coming PvP player in our community. Look out for this guy. He had a very interesting composition. I think basically we did all 3 rounds, and I did win all 3 rounds. But what it came down to was he did run 2 things that were weak to Charm most of the time. I think 2 out of the 3 battles. And I got very lucky winning the lead matchups, I think in all 3 of those rounds. So I got very lucky there. I really wish I had some gameplay. We did have some really great battles, and then I had some issues switching in on our second matchup. I tried like 5 different times to switch out, but really good matchup, really good battles, up-and-coming battler. If you're using Shelgon, a lot of people do like to lead with that. Alrighty, round 4, match number 1, Pogo Joel versus Red Prime, the 2 undefeated players left in our Ferocious Cup. And up first we have Alolan Ninetales versus his Suicune, and we get the Bubble Beam off. He baited me. So now it's been weakened by 1 stage, but we go into Vaporeon. I ain't worried about it. We'll hit it up with Aqua Tail, and we do get a shield. And now he goes in there with his Shelgon, and then with Shelgon, most people don't like to block any waters, but bam, Last Resort goes through, and right there he knew immediately that was going to hurt really bad. So now we're back in there with our hard counter. Alolan Ninetales does work there, and let's see what he comes back in with. Suicune, and we do get off our Psyshock. That it should, oh, we get the shield, perfect. So we have the last shield, and we have the shield advantage. He hits Hydro Pump, and we still are alive. Good job, Alolan Ninetales. He has to fire that off to stay alive. And then it's Nidoqueen versus his Alolan Ninetales. That's a hard counter, and I have a shield. This should be GG's, and we get the win there. Now we're going into round 2, match number 2. And then he leads with Suicune again. This time I lead with Skuntank. And hopefully we can get our crunches off. He is building up energy. It's either going to be Hydro Pump or Bubble Beam. I'm okay with letting it go down if it is what it is, but we'll see. I do block it. And then we do get hit with another Bubble Beam. So he is taking down our attack a few stages there. And then we're going to go ahead and just fire off this Sludge Bomb to try to get as much damage as we possibly can. And let's see what we got here. Another Bubble Beam, so another stage lowered. And another Bubble Beam, right? Yep, another Bubble Beam. So let's just go ahead and fire off a Crunch, and let's see if we can get this out of the way. We do. Alright. He has one shield. We lag a bit. So let him get a hit in, and then I go ahead and fire off my Sludge Bomb. I think we grab the last shield here. Perfect. Takes me out, and then we're going to go in with our Babero. We lag again. And perfect. There we go. And we're going to head Surf up. Remember, no shields. And we hit the Excellent, and that takes that out. Now it's Shelgon. I switch to my Alolan Ninetales, and it's GG's here. At this point, he was like, yep, you won. And he declined our third round, but good games. 2 awesome trainers, and we go right at it. It was a hard-fought tournament, a great turnout here. I did come out victorious. Thank you everyone for the battles. You guys keep pushing each other to make each other great. So many trainers showing up out here, really pushing us to get better, making our communities better. Keep practicing, stick with it, and always find someone that you can practice with. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'm more than happy to help out. I definitely do not consider myself a coach, but 2 of the trainers that I did help out with their teams did end up coming in tied for second. So if you do ever need help, feel free to reach out. Even use this comment section. I will always be happy to respond. If you found anything helpful, guys, please drop a like, subscribe, and I do appreciate it. If you like this kind of content, smash that like button, and let's keep on battling on.